and welcome back to my channel. This is another DIY craft. So this one is going to be St. Patrick's Day theme. So I got this wooden clover plaque from Dollar Tree, and I decided to go ahead and paint it off screen. I painted it with a watered down brown acrylic paint, and now these grapevine hearts, they come 5-piece in a pack, and those are also from Dollar Tree. I got this back when it was for Valentine's Day in February. So I had some leftover from my previous crafts. So I did dab some white watered down paint on the grapevine hearts to make it look like washed out and give it like a farmhouse feel to it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those grapevine hearts on top of the hearts that are already on the wooden plaque that came already like that. So I love that it came like that, the little hearts on the plaque, because it gives it more dimension. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and glue these grapevine hearts. I am using regular hot glue here, but if you want to put it like outside for your craft to last, I would suggest use wooden glue, because I noticed some of my wreaths, like the sun and then the water when it rains is like taking it apart. So I would suggest putting wooden glue and a little bit of hot glue. So after I glue them down, I go ahead with this little scissor, which I got from Dollar Tree as well, and just cut away some little flyaways of some of the vines on the hearts. So now for the outside border of the clover, I'm adding this white cord. It did come in like a thicker cord, and it was 3 strings all wrapped together in one. I hope you could understand what I'm trying to say, but it was like a braided cord that it was thick, and then I just took it apart in layers. So I'm just using one layer of it, one strand, not layer, one strand, and I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it all around the border of the clover. Now this cord, it was my sister's from like school crafts and her job, so I wouldn't know exactly the name of it or where you can find it, but I'm pretty sure any craft store will have those thick, like almost like nautical rope. That's what it is. Once I reach to where I started, I go ahead and cut it off and just glue it all together to make it look like it was one big string. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add this twine. Now this twine, I did a braid off camera. I got 3 pieces of string and just started braiding it, and that is what I'm gonna add towards the inside of the clover next to the white rope. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the white rope and then the braid twine towards the little stem of the clover. So I'm starting at the back so the string won't show where I'm beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around the stem while gluing in the front only. And I'm doing it at an angle and I'm leaving a little gap, and that space is going to be for the braided twine. When you're using hot glue, make sure you're using like a protective silicone finger cover, or if not, you're going to get burned. I didn't have mine in handy, but Dollar Tree does sell a pack that comes 3 in a pack. They're the little pink ones. I use that for my nail art too. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this white rope and then the braided twine. So now I'm adding the braided twine at an angle, the same angle, and I'm just adding it between the gaps, going in a pattern. That is pretty much for the stem part. I'm just going in with the little scissors and cutting some flyaways. So now it's time to decorate this. So I'm gonna go in with these flowers. These are like a light lime green. They're the aster flowers, which are from Dollar Tree, of course. So I'm only gonna use 3 of them. I removed it off the stem, and now I'm gonna add it to like the inside of the little grapevine hearts, but at the bottom, but inside. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I'll put an arrow where I'm putting them. So I'm putting it inside all of the 3 grapevine hearts. So I only need 3 of the flowers. Next, I'm going to add the leaves that were on those stems of the flowers. I'm going to add them on some of the spaces that I see open. I do not let anything go to waste. So I'm adding some here and there between the flowers to make them pop. On some of them, the little hard plastic is still attached, so I'm just removing it. So that is it for the flowers. And the last thing is to add a bow. So I'm using this burlap ribbon. I got this from Dollar Tree too. This one has the white lace in the center. I am not going to use that white lace. I'll remove it. You'll see it in the video. And I'm also going to use this gross green ribbon. This one is like a tan color with gold chevron. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of that the same way, the same size of the burlap ribbon. I did not measure it, but if I could estimate the size, I think it'll be like probably 5 to 6 inches. So here I'm removing the white lace that is stitched up with some thread, a soft thread, easy to remove. Now for all the pieces of ribbon, I fold it in half and then I cut it at an angle so it could be a clean cut edge. I do that to all of the pieces. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie this together. I originally was going to do it like that, but then I decided to add one of the chevron ribbons under and then the other one on the top. So I'm using a piece of twine to tie this all together. And then at the end, I will glue this on the top part of the stem on the clover right under the flowers where all 3 of them meet in the center. And here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have the clover hanging outside my front door. It looks very pretty and very farmhouse vibe. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.